It's a heavy day here at Gowan Field. As you can see behind me, the flag flies at half-staff following a Black Hawk helicopter crash that killed 3 Idaho National Guard pilots. We're learning more about what happened on Tuesday night.
The last known contact that they made with our flight operations was at 7:45 p.m.
A crew consisting of 3 pilots were returning to Boise after a routine training mission. But around 8 p.m., the Air Force Rescue Coordination Center in Florida received an emergency transmitter signal.
The weather had started to slowly deteriorate, but what we've noticed that sometimes out in the backcountry, it can start to deteriorate pretty quickly.
Before crews take off, they fill out a detailed risk assessment, which then gets approval 2 chains up the ladder. This flight got approved, but the Black Hawk crashed, and it took the Idaho National Guard 4 hours to find the crash site because of the weather, the visibility, and the terrain.
The purpose of today is just to recover the crew members and get them back to Boise.
The Idaho National Guard will investigate the crash with the help of the 160th Special Operations Troop, who came to Boise to train, and the Elmore County Search and Rescue Unit.
You can't defend this country if you don't train. And I just ask everyone to think about everyone that serves, particularly the Idaho National Guard, and what they do every day and the risks that they take.
Last August, we highlighted the heroics of these pilots who performed multiple rescues flying into challenging terrain in the Idaho backcountry.
Search and rescue is one of the many versatile mission sets that we're able to accomplish, and we do it quite frequently in Idaho. So it's important for us to go out and train to standard.
The Idaho National Guard hasn't released the identity of the pilots, but we were told they have extensive experience, with one pilot being referred to as the flight instructor of flight instructors.
And it leaves a tremendous, indescribable void in our aviation community.
And certainly our thoughts and prayers go out to the families of the victims of this crash. Steve Dent, Idaho News 6.